right, so now I'm going to go to Excel. I have this exact same data set. And I have, and go all the way to the bottom here. And you can also run descriptive statistics. If you're not familiar with Excel, I just want to show you a couple of different ways to do that. So one way is to click on the Formulas tab. If you do that, statistics don't show up here, but if you click on More Functions, you can get to Statistical. And these are all of the statistical options here. Okay, so if we wanted to, and you can see we have mode, we have standard deviation, we have average here, and then what it's going to do is it's going to ask you for the range. So I have here B2 through B4237. So again, a big set there. And again, we have our 133.46. Another way to do that is if you're not sure what the name of the function is, you click on Insert Function. And you can come over here and just type in and we have some, it's going to give you a description here. So I'm going to go to standard deviation and do the same thing. It's going to ask for my range, and there's my standard deviation. And a third way to do it, if you're really rocking on this and already know, and you just want to get it done, you can click on in the function tab here, which is usually on the top, and it's noted with this FX. You can click equal sign, and then start typing in if you want the product, if you want the mode. And again, you would then have to tell it what, let's do the, if you wanted the sum, and then you're going to put in close your brackets, and you get the same thing. I think I typed it in wrong, but that's, you can kind of get the idea. So that's how you run, you can run descriptives in Excel. There's another way to do it as well. You can run what's called a pivot table. So look up here, go to Insert, go to Pivot Table, and you can either do a pivot table or a pivot chart. I want my whole range of data. Okay, so now let's say I want to look at I want gender and I want my rows. So now I can create a pivot table here, and this is looking at the count of gender. There's other ways to do it. You can do, I have a similar pivot table here, and I've loaded in blood pressure, and under the values, what you can do is, if instead of count, you just change the field value settings from count to, you can make it an average in this case. I have the standard deviation, and I have the variance. So a pivot table is a good way, especially in a fairly large data set, to get some descriptive statistics run that way as well. And again, you can run frequency tables. The way a pivot table works is if you click anywhere inside the table, then the legend is going to appear over on the far right side of the screen.